when people do make a contribution,
Yeah.
how are those put to use?
Most of the money that we get from listeners goes to our general operating budget, but we always tell listeners that contributions from listeners pays for programming because that's basically what happens. We're able to use almost all of our membership money to pay the bills for NPR and some of the other national distributors for our own newsroom expenses. So it's programming on the national and the local side. And we're able to cover most of our other expenses through other fundraising means like advertising sales and grants and things like that. So when someone calls and wants to give $100 to WRVO, we tell them, it's an investment because you're going to be hearing it coming back through your speakers, and that's exactly what it is. We don't get down to the detail of saying, okay, Jason, your $100 is going to pay for this hour of morning edition. We can't get down to
Right,
that
right.
granularity. But that's basically what we do. Membership pays for programming for the most part. And that's a good pitch.
Yeah.
But so, for instance, this year we hope to raise somewhere in the neighborhood of $900,000 from voluntary financial contributions. Our goal is somewhere in that neighborhood. And, if we're able to do that, we'll be able to pay for programming this year and much more.
Mhm. And I know, Bill, you when there is the fundraising drive, there's a lot of different levels. You can contribute any amount really,
Yep.
but
Right.
there's an option to be a sustaining to have a sustaining membership.
Right.
And how important what makes a sustaining membership so advantageous for WRVO?
A lot of it, and I realize a lot of it is semantic. It's terminology. For us, what sustaining members means is that you can give $100 at $10 a month, right? And sustaining means that you just keep giving $10 a month on your credit card until you call us and tell us to do something different, which we're happy to do. And the reason it's so important is because the industry just knows that someone who calls and gives $120 tomorrow might be 60% likely to do the same thing a year from now. But if you're a sustaining member and you start giving $10 a month, that's going to continue for a long time and, much less likely to be discontinued after a year. So sustaining members is really where our future is at, especially in the face of the loss of this money, because it's not just $180,000 this year, it's $180,000 next year and the year after that. And that's why we need sustaining members so we can count on thousands and thousands of people giving $10 a month or $20 a month or whatever the case may be. So that's what we mean when we say sustaining members.
Mhm.